Peace, y'all. All right, let's get it. Hello. Is this light okay? Let me think. I think it's all right for now. I lean forward, lean to the side, lean back. How are you? How you been? I know it's been a minute. So I've been on sabbatical during this time. Peace. Good to see you. Because I'm in Nigeria and I've been going live on the Talk of Tick a lot, showing some of the experiences. I've filmed them and I'll upload them here. Peace, Anisha. I'm Divine. Adeola. Hey, good to see you. I'm great. Hey, Black Rain. Hey, you got me this time. Jaquetta, good to see you on this side. I miss you too, Lakita. What's up? So I know it's been a minute, Collins Viva, but when I have music and stuff in the background, peace, John, of where I am, I can't use that in order to like upload or talk to you all. Peace. What's up? Hey, Jax, welcome back. So, man, we don't got like 4 videos this morning. I'm feeling love. I'm telling you, I'm trying to get it in before I go on sabbatical again. That's what's happening. So good to see you, Jaquetta, but you got to catch all the pieces. It's so wonderful, Anisha. Like, you don't even understand. I like it here so much. I'm having a divine trip. I've been eating my face off. Today I got went live and showed the restaurant that I was eating at. And then they use a little science with the cocktail that they make. So it was smoking everything. Miss you too. Hey, I hope you had a good trip, Angel. So I'm glad to see y'all. It's so much. I went outside. Let me see if I can see all of your chat. Let me see. It's in live chat. Okay. I went outside and showed the area where I am. Okay, I'm coming. Yeah, because I've been able to go live there quickly. And I can't, when they have music playing in the background, I can't be on here and I can't show those things. So then I don't. By the way, this is a whole dress contraption. This is the apartment I'm staying in now. I was in a different one earlier in the week, and people got to see that. The people who are or resubscribers, when I came on randomly, got to see the ocean view and all those things. Hey, yeah, you keep catching these lives. Come on, you should be. So much so that now I'm trying to, for next year, I may have to extend the stay. I may have to extend the stay for next year's trip in order to add some days on so that you all can experience this side before we get to business. But we still have historical places you need to be able to see. So it may be a longer trip, but I don't know what that's going to look like financially. Come through, shoulder to shoulders. You know, I try when somebody's not trying to throw a prayer cloth on me. So he's not seeing the talker tick. Listen, I've been going on the fly to the talker tick, like out of nowhere. And I have to keep thinking like the time difference again. It's flipping to say, oh yeah, this is what it's like on this end. And before you know it, the day is going, Kaylin, you caught all the lives. You've been there for everything. So since many of you have missed the stuff that I've done on Talkative, let's talk about it real quick, okay? Shall we? Okay. So went to a restaurant on a rooftop, showed the ocean water in the rooftop lounge. They had music playing, so I couldn't put it here. I did film it, but I'm going to have to strip the music in order to share it. Peace. I'm glad that you found me, Danny. Peace, y'all. And I know y'all are looking for teaching and everything, but if you aren't already following me on the House of Club, y'all know I say it backwards, but Clubhouse, do that because I plan on doing audio rooms there. And even here, when I wake up mad early and it's afternoon for you all, I'm able to just jump in there and chat for a second. I got on the other day and Sister Brittany, i.e. my business partner Brittany, was in a room and she was like, you don't even come here anymore. And I'm like, well, I'm going to start doing that so that the people that follow me on all the platforms can have an opportunity to talk to me without having to chat or type, because I think it's important. and still get questions answered and not always have to book a consultation for some of those questions. However, that still would be a way to talk, but it would be good. Usher, I'm loving it. I'm so glad. Peace, Sacred. It's good to see you. Hey, I need for y'all to just, Danny, you came in on the end of a whole bunch of stuff we've been doing. So for those of you all new here, I'm Inyana Fashanda Sharice, intuitive business strategist, spiritual life coach, and I practice the Yoruba Isheshe tradition known as Ifa. And that is why I'm here. I have a ceremony to do. And so I'll be here for almost a month. I've been here almost a week already. It's gone by so fast. And this is my break week. So this is the week that I get to do all the things I want to do before I have to get real super serious. And with that being said, I decided that I want to come to Lakey. So in terms of the states, where Lakey is, it's like if you live in a certain area. So if you live in the Tidewater area, Virginia Beach, Hampton Roads, all of that stuff, Lakey is like saying I'm going to Newport News. Or more so, Lakey is in Lagos, but it's more like saying I'm in Kempsville area. So it's like an area or a sub area of a bigger city. Let me see this question. Hold on. Let me see. What did you say? So that's what it is. I'm trying to hold on. I got to figure out how to pull your question up. Or you may have to come up. My other phone, the phone of the company that y'all know that I'm like, whatever, it does not get signal good no matter what, that like this one does. So I can't see your chats until then. Okay, let me see. Top chat. I know I saw a question. Okay. I got a book you read in the Handbook of Your Own Concept, and I'm reading it now. This great book. Anisha, that's wonderful. I sure. Okay. Hi, Kareen. Good to see you. Peace. Okay, I was able to bring up your chat so I could look at it. I have it on this thing, so if somebody wants to come up and ask a question, I'll tell you. Lakita, don't hate. It's not Lakita. Hey, excuse me, Jax. Don't hate on Lakita's message about my shoulders. The cutoff time to go to Nigeria in June, where there'll be another trip this year. Yeah, the cutoff time for initiation and just going did occur. However, I gave somebody some grace until I return, but then that means she has to have more of the deposit than what I requested. So, and she asked me that right before I left. So there still may be a chance. Let me know if you're coming to just observe or you're coming to actually be initiated, because there's a difference. She was coming just to observe, which is why I was able to do that. Peace, three little brown girls. All right, I'm glad I was able to slow that down. I hope it keeps it this way. So, things, my experience leaving the airport and how the immigration dude gave me his phone number after he was like, you got it. So that's another thing. When we get off this thing, once they hear you have a accent, right? Then they are known for, and trust me, they're not going to hold you up from the main immigration getting in. That's not when they start to ask you for cash. What they do is when you have your luggage and you're about to exit the airport, some of them try to be that way. But I told dude we would stand there all day. Said we're going to stand there all day. And he was like, you don't have nothing for me? I said, no, not for you. And he was like, not a little something? I said, absolutely not. And then by the end of that, while he was giving me his phone number, so he's WhatsApped me a couple of times because I'm not going to lie with the number. Okay. Another one walked by and was like, hey, you have to give me a little cash for the air conditioning. And I said something like, too bad you didn't work it or something. They just cracked up because I was just smart with them. They realized I told them all, I said, we can stay here all day. Y'all, I don't even care. And because of that, they were like, oh, you're one of us. And then entry is like, if you've been to the Dominican Republic, Jamaica, Cancun even, where all of the people stand there and they all want to help you with their luggage. They saw the bracelets and they were like, oh, bro, boy, you're my sister. You look like Oshun, you embody Oshun, all of this stuff. I was like, okay, I'm gonna embody her and I'm gonna take my own luggage. So the thing is, they'll put their finger and I'm just walking with you. I was like, you're not helping me walk nothing. I don't have cash to give you. You have cash, and my response, not to give you. No, not to give you. What do you mean you didn't come with cash? Kai, good to see you. I would like to be initiated. Okay, Danny, go ahead and fill out the form. I don't think it's locked. I'll open the form up for you to fill it out. This is your grace. You caught it on here. I'll open it up for you to be able to fill it out. And you paid a deposit, you can initiate. No problem. So yeah, so they walked with me out the airport. My cab driver, i.e., my private driver, was hired by who I was renting from. It's an apartment hotel. And so he waited for hours for me, and I gave him cash to go exchange because when you get ready to walk out the airport, the exchange kiosk is there for the currency. And as you all know, I told you to go watch the news. There's been this thing with the notes changing, and because the notes change, it's a problem. Yes. So, Danny, when I get off this live, give me like an hour so that I can open it up because I'm over here and then I have to log into the form and let it open. Okay. No worries. But boy, I'm pushing it. I bring you, Lou's gonna be like, oh my God. I hit the max number because unlike how other people think, it's like boom. We're trying to keep it minimal because of resources. So when you exit and you're doing that, and he was waiting for me, that's what I did. I gave him my money, told him to go exchange it. And since that note thing is going on, like it's a mess, y'all. So, and only he would be able to tell me which ones is proper notes or the proper dollar bills to use here. That's the way I can explain it. So he did that for me, but don't trust everybody because even though he's a trustworthy guy, even when I got back to the apartment hotel, I said, and what happened to the money you exchanged for me? He said, I handed it back to you. And I said, and what happened to the other cash? Because he thought I forgot that he'd had some in his hand that I had. And he was looking at me, he's like, oh, you mean this? I said, yeah, that. And so the guy who hired him was pissed. He was like, why you do that? And so I said, good, hand it to me with a smile on my face. Don't let this American accent fool you. I have traveled the world. Hey, Helen, it's wonderful. I'm enjoying myself. I just showed them outside so they could see the apartment and stuff I'm in now. So y'all can see behind me. This is the second one that I'm in now. And I will head to Ishan this week coming. But I can't believe my week's almost over. So the airport deal, ignore the people. But what did happen is the immigration officer who decides you can even walk into the country, he told me since I'm bringing a group for me to call ahead of time and let him know when I'm doing that so he could be there to help process y'all. He didn't ask for a dime. He was very helpful and he was so tickled. When they said, oh, Black American, my response was not by choice. And that set it off for them. Thanks, Jax. So yeah, so we're having a great time. And then I think I shared, no worries, Ellen. I think I shared with y'all that I got a tattoos. So you should, if you haven't checked my stories on IG, he is the tattoo artist. Yeah, don't ask no questions. I came over here and got tattoos. He's very well known. He does a lot of celebrities and things, and he did my tattoos for me. Yes. And he has an art degree. He went to school in the States, has an art degree, and just has been blowing up. And he's super tall. He's 6'7", ladies. 6'7". Okay. I had to sideways hug his thigh. I've been talking to him for a couple of weeks. 6'7", with locks. And was so kind. The Uber couldn't find where he needed to turn at. So he took me to where I needed to be picked up at, and it was a red Mercedes truck. Okay. He's a very humble dude. I told him at first I didn't want to book him because I thought he would be flashy. He's humble and he's talented. And it's just wonderful. He's a good dude. So maybe I'll help him find his future ex-wife. So if you didn't look at my stories, check it out. His name is Pharaoh. I will try to share it somewhere else. He came in to do my tattoo. He has a studio in Lekki, and then he has another one in Abuja, which is the capital. And so he came in to do mine, and he flew out the next day to go do some other people. Yes, I knew that I would always have 3 tattoos, like knew it was coming. I didn't know that I would leave with 4. His prices are impeccable, but his talent is even more so. And he gives a natural ointment. So after you take off the the little thing. It's like a cellophane type covering. After you take that off, he uses natural products for the healing process. And for those of you all who are new to that, tattooing scars the skin. And so in a couple of weeks, it'll start to peel. And in order to help that healing process, instead of using neosporin that people used to use back in the day, he uses an organic one. It has dandelion root and all this stuff in it. I said, let's go, Pharaoh. But outside of that, he's just a good dude. Prove he has tats for real. And Jax has an ass of him. Peace, Barbara. Good to see you. Yes. And he has numbing cream, which I used for both. My first tattoos, I did not. I have them in places that, people can't see them necessarily. The one that I got done, I got two done, but the one that I got done is the most open I have. Everything else you're not seeing unless I put on a bathing suit. But yeah, he's very, 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 very talented. And he's just a good dude. He has a good spirit. And let's see, what else did we do? So let me see. I did that, went and ate at this place. I want to go to this night lounge place that has like variety entertainment. I don't know if I'm gonna get there. That's the last place on my list. I brought a bathing suit to get my behind in the ocean and didn't step foot on the sand. Oh, yes, he sounds fine. Listen, if you go to my stories, you'll see him. It's Pharaoh, like the Egyptian pharaohs, Pharaoh Hound tattoos. Look him up. You can even comment, tell him that I sent you. He's on TikTok too. So I told him I would do one over there and tag him. And his assistant, Ruth, she is very nice. And she's talented with that camera. She made everything look like she was holding expensive A camera in order to film the angles of the work he was doing. Sacred, you sure will. Matter of fact, because so many of you all coming mentioned to me outside of you about getting tattoos, I spoke to him about it. So we should have time to go to his studio in Lekki when everybody arrives. I don't know if we'll be able to do it when everybody's on the way out. That's the problem. So the day people arrive, that time, he'll stay open for us to do so. We're supposed to arrange that because I told him when the dates were. So yes, you will have time because it was that, or he asked me, I told him, he said, why can't they come to the studio? Because if I take it from the airport to him, it's cool. Going back to the airport is cool. The problem is from where I am to Ishan, you can hang that up. That's a day transportation. Peace, Phoenix. Peace, Misha. All right. So I've already talked to Pharaoh about doing everybody's tats when they get here. Pretty much everybody that's been following me for a while that said they wanted one, they're going to be able to do that. And they know about that already. And going to the movies. We're going to fit that in some kind of way. But I talked to him about coming to the hotel or us just coming to his studio. And he would do it fairly quickly because of the ones that y'all want. So he said he'd keep it open and all those things, and we'll make it happen. So we're discussing it. No worries. I got you. And again, he uses numbing cream, and that thing was, listen, I haven't had it before. My first ones did not. But let me tell you, I was like, well, I could do this all day. It's the wear off for me, though. When the cream wears off, and you're like, oh, I forgot what that felt like, especially if you haven't had one in decades, such as myself. It's not horrible. Those of you all who haven't had one, it's like a cat scratching you and it never lifts up. That's what tattooing feels like. It's not like getting a shot. It's more of an annoying feeling. How many on the trip with me, right? Myself. And then I met up with my Lulu for lunch on the rooftop thing. So myself, I'm by myself. I had to do it. I am alone, no, by myself, living my best life. Because this isn't an initiation trip. This is work ceremony, but I decided to do vacation first. I'm going to get connected with some of my favorite energies. Hint, hint, on a bigger level. Hint, hint, for the rest of y'all. Yes, you should. Listen, I wouldn't live here, though. I would not live in this part. I would rent Airbnbs. But when I tell you Lagos is that's too city for me. Maybe Ibadan. I would do Ibadan. But here, I would do Ishan too. But here, I'm not about the city life. I'm about visit and go, eat good food and leave, entertain in peace. Thank you, Lakita. But nope, I'm not a city girl. I'm a fake city girl. We don't got nothing on none of this over here. This traffic, this buildup, the city itself, there's a building everywhere. There's construction everywhere. Nope. It's like, yeah, no, it's worse, Helene. It's New York. I keep telling them it's New York and Los Angeles had a baby. It has the traffic of Los Angeles times 1,000. The best comparison country-wise to me is Seoul, Korea. Seoul's traffic and sitting in that thing is something to be had. But here, they don't care. They will hit you with the bus. There are no lines on the road. I asked the dude, I said, is there a speed limit? He was like, oh yeah, it's 80. 80 what? I was like, y'all don't even get to move 80. I said, oh no, no, no. It's I said, nope. I said I would never drive. I would never get a license here. I would always have a driver or a cab or something. I would never, never. Yes, when okay, so you know in LA, there's a high time where you can be 15 minutes up from the airport and it'll take you 2 hours to get home. Imagine that. I was not even 1 mile from this place, and it took about 45 minutes to an hour to go up the street. And it's because it's considered during rush hour now. Yeah, they just drive and move you over. And people, the suicide cyclists, uh-uh. Kareem, yep, that's like this. It's a trip, y'all. I'm from Cali, and the traffic is you have no idea. I went live. Yeah, y'all caught me a lot. You know who could tell you? Jaquetta probably can tell you because I went live in the car. Oh, we lost it for a minute. Accents they have there. Peace, Ladria. Good to see you. If it goes out again, I'm gonna be off this joint. Do me a favor though, please. Thumbs up so that it gets found in the algorithm, and leave your comments so that other people can find this and just giggle and relax a little. Hopefully, I will get an opportunity to teach. I'm gonna have somebody hold my phone for some of the things that we get to do so that you all can see it. Yeah, Spirit said that's it. Spirit said, wash your behind. You need to rest, go. Because the week's gone by so fast. I'm like, man, it's gonna be time to hit the business for real. It's gonna be crazy. So that's what's happening. Yeah, because it cut off and the internet's really good. So I don't know. Peace, Reese, and peace, Latasha. Good to see you. Okay, so it is 6:41 p.m. here. So I assume East Coast it's 1:41 for you all. Those of you are that on the East Coast, that is. All right, I have this invited so people can come up if they want to. Jax, let me see. I'm gonna do this. Uh, if I can even put a comment for you to come up, or if it's showing for you to come up. And if I can't, oh, it's 12:41. Okay, all right, thank you. If I can't put it up, then I just suck. Oh, cancel. It's not in. Trying to do this on my phone and not seeing the chat thing on the side is a trip for me. Does it not show in the comments a link automatically for me to be able to comment for y'all to come up? How user as a moderator, go to channel? Nope. I may not be able. Hold on, let me see if I can. Jax, I'm gonna try to email this to you real quick. Hold on, and she'll put the link down. So pause, y'all. on the live. Give me a second. All right. I just emailed Jax. Let's see. And then we'll go from there. And if you want to come up, I'll give you a few minutes to come up and then I'm going to ride out. Go chillax. Allegedly be on House of Club later today. Allegedly. And that's it. To get some pointers. Hey, Anisha, I am. I have a travel company and I do this. So go check out my podcast, Black, BLACK, Will, WILL, Travel. I have the whole IATAN bit and I train agents under me. So they have their own businesses and then I take on a few. As a matter of fact, all of them listen to my podcast and ask me would I mentor. And I was like, I'm not doing that. And then I'm doing it. Peace, Virgo son. Good to see you. So yes, I do. And that's awesome. Tell her I said thank you. But I know there's tips and stuff for your business that you'll definitely learn from my podcast. That's what they did. And then they implemented a lot of those things. And then some cheat code things, I put it on there too that helps people. And I've done a training and stuff to tell people uh, how to look out for the news and places and all of those things. So I have my business is more of a concierge and travel company. It's not just a click and point business. So if that's the kind of thing you're into, you'll definitely benefit from that. So it's a pleasure to meet you. It's so funny because it's like, how do you know about all these things to do here? And I'm like, because this is my life. These are the things I do. That's it. Wanted to do travel agency, but the way my nerves be, yes, it's just where you see that Jax posted the name of the website. That's the name of the podcast. It's on everything. It's even on Amazon. But I know it'll help you quite a bit. And it's a pleasure to meet you. And if any of you all want to come up, because there's a link, you can show on camera. You don't have to show on camera. I don't think you can turn it off though to come on here. I don't know, but if you can, do that and come on up. And those of you all been sending me an email, you've been getting that out of office because I can't multitask, and I don't always, when I'm out and about, I'm not always going to have an internet like that. I hope that I'll have enough for you all to be able to see some of the ceremony and stuff and participate in that way. I won't see my phone, so whoever has my phone, whatever owl has my phone, will be the one doing that. Never travel, not even out of state. So Virgo, first, congratulations on your desire. Secondly, we have a couple of people going with us who have been the same way you are. So no worries. I got you taken care of. So when you decide to do so, you will be more than safe. It's so funny because everybody over there, if they're worried about coming here, my Ifa family here, you should have seen them asking questions because I didn't tell them exactly where I was going to be or how I was going to be doing it. And it was sort of like, you let me know where you're going to be. I'm showing up tomorrow. Like I'm responsible for you. You know what I'm saying? Like don't think you're just going to do what you want to do. What does your schedule look like? Who are you meeting with? And the agent who did my land for me in Ghana, she's supposed to fly in on Monday. I think Sunday to Monday or Monday to Tuesday. She wants to fly and meet me, and then she's going to fly back right before I head off to Isha. So I had to put all that down because it was like, you let me know what your itinerary is. How are you coming here and you're not telling me what your itinerary is? So don't think you won't be safe. Plus, I register all my groups with the State Department when we leave so that the closest embassy knows where we are. Hey, peace, Queen Bajan. Good to see you. So Hand holding, no worries. Got you. There are people traveling with me this summer who have not left their state and have not left the country before. Just got a passport for the first time. So we got you whenever you're ready. No worries. I've dealt with a lot of people who have that. I think that's why Olodumare wouldn't let me quit my travel business. Even with this taking off the way that it is, I wanted to stop the business, and I consulted with Ifa on whether I should stop it. And Ifa said no. And I was like, well, how am I supposed to manage both? So lucky for assistance, lucky for one of my agents who takes over the things. And then I let my clients know that I'm leaving the country and what months I'm leaving it for. And I give all the things beforehand and have a backup. But outside of that, I wouldn't be able to do it. Just patiently waiting on June. Yes, she is. Yes, they do, Helen. Yes, matter of fact, I have a business partner in Ghana and I own land in Ghana, Anisha. My agent is the one that helped me broker the land, and we've been working on building the fence around it because there's something I want to do with that property that's different than building a big house. It's located right in Abuja, so it's right near the national park there. So yeah, her name is Rosebud, and I've been with her for years, and so she's like family now. So when I told her I'm sorry I'm not coming over there this trip and I won't be the next one, she's like, "Don't worry, I'll come to you." So yes. Yes, Danny, that passport. And the reason I have friends in Ghana, the reason I'm always adamant about the passport, even if you don't use it to travel, that is the one piece of documentation you can have that if you ever lose your social security card, your license, whatever, it's required. Even so that it will be required to join the ELA, you have to have a passport. And if you don't have one when you join, you got 2 months to get one to put in your paperwork. I'm not playing any games. It has nothing to do with traveling with us whenever we go, even though that would be great because we do plan on having events at least once or once every 2 years out of the country. That's not what it is. But what's important to me is you have that documentation. So if all shit hits the fan and you lose stuff, even if you lose the passport, that they have your information on file. Let's see you lose your stuff in a fire. That passport will be your lifeline to the rest of your life. So I require it to be something that you have to have. No worries. Thank you, Jax, very much with her security. I've been to Ghana once and I want to go back. Oh, yes. Lovely. I'll come to you. So sweet. Yes. So that's the deal. So now y'all know one ELA requirement, passport required. That's number one. Number one. And that's why. It was so funny because my father asked me that. He was like, well, why are you doing that? What if people say that? And I told him, because I know if life hits the fan, that's the one thing that will save them, that they can go back on and be able to find easily and replace that would allow them to get any other documentation they need. So that's my reason for it. No, I'm not in Abuja. I'm in Lekki. So I'm going to Ishan, but I'm not in Abuja. And thank y'all for the likes. I appreciate y'all so much. We appreciate you. All right. So, Jax, can you drop the link one more time? If nobody's coming up, I'm writing out this piece. I'm going to go wash y'all know what I say. Those of you new here, I say I wash my balls. So that's what I'm about to do. And put on my pajamas and chillax for a little bit. Yeah, thank you very much. And I'm going to open up give me 1 hour from this live to the young lady that wants to be initiated. I will open up the form. So I won't forget to do that because right now it's already booked out and it won't let you fill it out. Only one spot will be available. Okay. And you're not going to get an immediate message from me, but you'll get it saying that the form was filled, and I'll just look for your Zelle or whatever to come in with your deposit, and then I'll confirm it. I'll send it over to Jax to confirm it. And thank you very much, Lakita. All right, if nobody wants to come up, Sacred Visions, peace. Thank you. Y'all are so cool. Let me see. I'm trying to see. Okay. Well, thank y'all very much. I'm out this piece. I will try to upload some of the snippets from the rooftop lounge and everything. Name for the donation. It's my Cash App, and make sure that you donate and put what you want. But the person who got the donation is John. But if you do my Cash App, it's Jax will drop it down, and then make sure you put Ebo and divination/divination, and then it'll go through. But he's been super thankful. I don't know if he's here on this live, but he needed it, he got it, and you all did that. So when I return, he's among the ones in the first 2 weeks that's going to get his done. So thank y'all for that. So the next one that I see that needs, and for those of you all wondering, we're doing a donation. So Jaquetta suggested that she made the thing like, why don't we do a pool to help people who don't have enough money for either the divination or the EPO? But the real problem has been the EPO, right? And so people have been praying and trying to work it out, and somebody lost their job right afterwards. Someone else lost their benefits, all of these things. So in the order of when they told me about their situation, I told them, the same thing I tell you all, focus, pray, et cetera, et cetera. And then that happened. So far you were able to pay for one person's. So all of you all with your money, within 2 days, it was there. And he had already paid some of it. So, oh, listen, Virgo, I don't know. Matter of fact, I'm supposed to get that price when we talk about it this week. But fill out the form for the 8 days so that I can tell him how many, and then I'll come back to you with the price. Don't worry. Fill out that form. The links it's not going to be on the bio this one yet, but the links everywhere. But girl, we've gone back and forth, and I've asked for that thing 50,000 times. And then he says, well, tell me the people. So now I just forward you all saying what you want. And now I'm waiting on him. See, put it back on. We don't have a cost yet. Yeah, people just donate what they can. Yeah, so just and save as much. Yeah, save that just to be safe, because I don't know at all. No worries. I'll speak to him about it again. Enough of your trip. Oh, Barbara, what are you saying? What's the first part of that? I'm missing it. Okay, yeah, fill it. Yeah, just fill it out. I'll send it to you. Actually, Jax will probably be the one to send it. So make sure you have at Chandra Sharice in your emails that can come through, and she'll send it. Because trust me, she's waiting too. Hell, I'm waiting at this point. Which is funny. I can't wait to rub this in. But Barbara, what were you saying? All right. Okay. It's paused for me. So I think we're good then. Barbara, I apologize that I didn't get the rest of your question. I'm leaning forward. Y'all, I do have on clothes. I know that it didn't look like it, but I do. I'm just leaning forward. Jax just put her email down. So save that email. And when I get the price, I'll let you know. Pick one of those things and let's go. We'll figure it out. Then you can decide from there. All right, y'all. Thank you for the likes. Enjoy. Yes. Okay. Enjoy your trip. Thank you, Lakita. I got it. Thank you for the likes and thank you for your time. And hopefully I'll be able to go in here again later. Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Jax. And I can't wait to share more. I'm going to upload some snippets on here when I get the chance, as soon as I remove the music or pick one of YouTube's music that they like, just so y'all can see like some of the things. But when they had music in the background, y'all know I'm not trying to get that strike. But thank you again. I'll talk to you all later. Follow me on all the things. I'll be on the Clubhouse doing an audio room at some point, and we'll go from there. I know I'm all over the place, but it gives you all different ways to connect, and it makes it a little easier for people who don't do one over the other. But we trip out a lot on Talk of Tick. Oh, hold on. Y'all said I'm getting in here before you ride out. It says 2 want to join. I just accepted it. Did it do it? Hold on, y'all. Let me see. I accepted. It says waiting for guests. Did y'all click it by accident? Because I accepted. Okay, well, I guess you're not coming. I'll try again if you're coming right now, because I saw it. I saw 2 of y'all. Let's go. And if not, I'm riding out. We gonna count down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we out this piece. See y'all later. Peace.